So we've discussed that you can use a mole to mole ratio, which is also called stoichiometry. And that's when you look at the ratio of the different compounds that you have in a chemical equation. So let's utilize that in this next question. So in the following chemical equation, how many moles of sulfur are needed to react with 1.42 moles of iron? So given moles of iron, you have 1.42 mole iron. Want mole of sulfur. So you're trying to go from the moles of one substance to the moles of another substance. Then you always use your mole ratio, which are the coefficients in front of the elements or compounds in the chemical reaction. There's no other units. There's no grams or molecules, nothing. You only have to use those terms. So I have 2 mole iron for 3 mole sulfur. Now I can always use this for any other substances that I may need if I was looking at iron and iron 3 sulfide or sulfur and iron 3 sulfide, etc. Now let's make sure it's balanced first. 2 irons on both sides, 3 sulfurs on both sides. So this should just be a 1, which it is. I am balanced. Now you start with what you're given, 1.42 moles of iron. And I want, at the end, I'm just going to write it here, mole sulfur. If I want sulfur, sulfur has to go on the top. So my 3 moles of sulfur is on the top. My 2 moles of iron goes on the bottom. Just like any other dimensional analysis problem, what you want over what you're trying to get rid of. Moles iron cancel out. 1.42 times 3 divided by 2 gives you 2.13 moles sulfur, which is your 3 sig figs, your unit, and your compound. So here, we didn't need to change any units, but we had to create our own conversion factor for mole ratio because you were asked from one compound to go to another. So you always can only go from one compound to another in the unit of moles.